Hey guys, my name's Untitled Chapter and today I'm back with another video, and today I'm back with part 3 on my F1 2020 My Team Career Mode here for the Vietnam Grand Prix. The first time it's been on this channel, first race I've ever done around this track too, and yeah, I can tell you now it's a pretty good track. I very much enjoy it. It's just like Monaco, well I say it's just like Monaco, there's a lot more room than Monaco and it's not as prestigious, but yeah, I quite like the track. It's a pretty decent track, to be fair. It's in the top half of the tracks on the calendar. I can tell you that now. It's not too shabby. But yeah, at the start of this video, we're just going to be searching through our facilities because I have enough to upgrade one of my parts, but I'm not sure which one to upgrade. And I'm thinking of going with probably either chassis or aerodynamics, but aerodynamics is way too expensive, so it'll probably be powertrain that I go with. So yeah, that would help us get more upgrades on the car at the same time. Bloody blah. Help with timing, make the upgrades faster and all that malarkey. But in the end, I did actually go with the chassis upgrade, as I haven't actually caught up yet, but I could just telling you ahead that I did go with the chassis upgrade, which I'm about to buy now with the fabrication. So that's the one I went with. It'll be on the car for the 28th of March. So we got some exciting upgrades to come at some point during with the next couple of weeks. We're also going to go with a major aerodynamic upgrade, which is very good. That'll help us our car out massively. I'm not sure when that's going on the car. I unfortunately didn't just see that, which is a shame. We got a few upgrades for aerodynamic. We got an upgrade for the aerodynamics, so that is, and we also got a chassis upgrade. And there you go, we got an achievement for having that part put onto the car, which is very good. So there you go, into the factory more like. So there you go, fabrication has been upgraded. That's our first one for chassis. So yeah, that is very good. We're also looking at our team balance. We got 674,000 at the moment. At the moment we're making like just under 400,000 in every week, and we're losing 40,000. So that is, we're only losing like 10% of our profits, which is fantastic. That is going to help us a lot. Hopefully the results can start coming into the car. We got a points finish last race, and yeah, hopefully we can continue that into this Grand Prix. But after practice, I get 600 resource points myself. Matashita gets 130, which is a shame because I'm getting like more than triple his points, like 5 times the points or 4.5 times his points, which is just really annoying because like I'm pretty much carrying the team. I know like 130 resource points that's a good amount to get. It's very helpful, but come on, we need more resource points than that. If we want to get to this car, the top, we need more than that. So I'm definitely gonna, like, I don't know if to get a new driver or not, because he is Japanese. We have got a Honda power unit, and that chemistry could be very useful. But now we're going to go to qualifying for the Vietnam Grand Prix, where we are expecting, I don't know, hopefully the top end of Q1. I don't know. If we manage to get out of Q1, I'll be very surprised because of the straight, very long straight that is at this circuit. And also look at that, we've already hit our broken our front wing on our first run in Q1. Out of the final corner, we do it again, but we do set a 1:38.9 for our first run, and this is our second run in Q1. So that means we only get one run in Q2, which is a very dangerous game, which is a bit unfortunate. But we need to get out of Q1. We're currently P21, Milan goes to P19. We're up by 2 tenths at the end of the first sector, which is fantastic as we go through the little roundabout section. We're up by 1.2 seconds out of the first sector, second sector I mean, sorry. So that's a very good time. And we gained 3 tenths already out of the final sector. So up the line, it's going to be P10. We managed to get out of Q1 massive, by miles. That is a very good result. I'm very happy with that. And I am very pleased. Well, that is a fantastic result. We're P10. We managed to qualify both the Alpha Tauris as well as one of the Renaults, Alfa Romeo, one of the Racing Points, and Perez as well. But unfortunately, our teammates out alongside Lando Norris, Kimi Raikkonen, both the Williams, and Romain Grosjean. So they're all the eliminations from Q1. But this is our Q2 lap time. This is our final lap time we have. One and only lap time we have anyway. So we're going to start our lap now. Going up to turn 1. This is a very tricky turn 1. You don't want to take too much curb on the entrance. On the apex. We kept the apex, but go a little bit wide still, understeering, taking a bit of curb on the outside, and now you want to let the car run out wide, just up to the white line. We've just gone over, so I'm lucky to get away with track limits there. A little bit of a correction there has made us go a bit wide for turn 4, I think that was. Well, I don't know what turn number they are. But now we're going down the first DRS straight. End of the first sector, we set a 126. We're going to set a 26.5. Now it's the roundabout section I was talking about. I love this section. There's also a little bit of kick. You need to lift off a little bit here, just so you don't run out wide into the barrier, and then you get a very, very good exit down this massive long straight. I think it's almost as long as the one in Baku, if not longer. But we get a DRS zone coming up just on the Expo 2020 side. There you go. After the first king, we're still very, very fast in his lap. I would say so myself. And now you want to go from the highest gear, 8th gear, down to gear 1, the lowest gear, the hairpin. Now we're going to go up the gears again, up turns gear 7 as you go up to this right-hander coming up. Heavy braking now down to gear 3, and now we've got the fast left-right little shimmy chicane twisty section, which reminds me of Magnus and Beckett's from Silverstone, as well as Kota, the first section from Kota, that is. Until you get to this bit, which I'm not really a fan of. Our car just understeers like a bitch around this bit. But around the final to last corner, we've missed the apex a little bit there. We could have taken a bit more curb and got away with a little bit more there. But around the final corner, up to the line, we're going to set a 137 something or other. Now that is still a good lap time, but it's only good enough for P15, which is actually, we've still managed to out-qualify someone. Who is it? It's going to be one of the... Come on. We managed to out-qualify Magnussen, which is very, 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 very good result there. But we've actually managed to be knocked out of the session. So us, Lance Stroll, Giovinazzi, both AlphaTauris and Magnussen are all out of Q2 there, which is a very, very good result for us. Is that our first Q1? First time out of Q1? I'm not too sure, but anyway, it's time for the Vietnam Grand Prix.
The Formula One circus has arrived in Southeast Asia once more, as we usher in a new era and get ready to go racing here in Vietnam. A lap of Hanoi circuit then, 3.4 miles around the Vietnamese capital. A number of the 23 corners take their inspiration from other great circuits, hopefully creating plenty of passing opportunities. Anthony Davidson is alongside me as usual for the race today. Why don't we kick off by discussing Max Verstappen? Looks like they've got a tough race in store today, as grid penalties from changing power unit components has forced them further down the field.
But on the bright side, at least those fresh components can help them maintain the power they need to come through the pack. I expect to see them take a more aggressive approach today to make up for the compromised start.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Albon, Lewis Hamilton and Ricciardo, Sainz, Ocon, Perez and Lance Stroll, Giovinazzi, Kvyat, Max Verstappen, they've taken a grid penalty, and Gasly, a Mercedes, Magnussen, Lando Norris and Nobuharu Matsushita, Raikkonen, Grosjean, Russell and Nicholas Latifi. And now it's time to head down to the track.
So here we are, start on the grid ahead of the Vietnam Grand Prix, and we're going to go from the softs to the hard, so quite a big jump in tyre performance, so hopefully it doesn't catch us out too much, but by the end of our stint probably, because this track destroys your tyres. By the end of the stint, we probably will be driving on hards anyway, not going to lie, but we're in a very, very good position here. Can we get a double points finish, like a points finish for us and our teammate, as well as a double 2 in a row points finish? That would be lovely. I highly doubt it though, because Vietnam, we haven't got exactly the fastest power unit, and this is pretty much power unit deficient, not going to lie to you. So, I don't know, top 15 is our aim. If we can do that, that would be very, very, very good and very tasty. I highly doubt it though. A top 15 would be nice. Points finish, that would be orgasmic. That would be amazing. But as we've fallen up on the grid ahead of the Vietnam Grand Prix, where the excitement's building, the adrenaline's building as well. Our teammates just behind us in like 15th or something like that. No, not 15th, in like 19th or something. I don't know. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights for the Vietnam Grand Prix. The first time in this F1 career mode. Lights out, and away we go. And we've had an awful start there. We've actually had, no, I say we've had an awful start. I was looking at my teammate. We've had an absolute banger of a start. Well, I say that. We've also dropped down the position, but we're going to go around the outside of both the AlphaTauris and one of the of Giovinazzi actually. I was going to say one of the Alfa Romeos, but it's Giovinazzi. We're up the inside of Ocon here. We've unfortunately lost out of that, but we've got up to P12 on his opening first couple of corners. We're up the inside of Ocon. He's lost his front wing as he closes the door on us as we went up his inside from turn 3, or I want to say turn 3 or turn 4. But down this long straight, our first straight, we will be absolutely mugged off by Ocon, as well as Giovinazzi and Norris. What is this straight line speed from us? Christ, like that is awful. So we're bugged off by them. We've also got one of the AlphaTauris around our outside, but we're actually going to go up the inside of both Giovinazzi and Norris while they're fighting along. We're actually still side by side with Norris here. We nearly squeezed him into the barrier. We're now going to use him as for slipstream down this long straight, so just to defend from Giovinazzi. And we're actually going to turn the defence into an attack. We've hit the rear end of Norris, nearly spinning them out. He's lost control, but he managed to gain it again. We've got the outside line for this hairpin coming up. We're going to brake heavy. We've actually managed to switch it back to an inside move on Ocon here. What a move that could have turned out if we get it off. Can we get it off? There's some flags down below. So there's a yellow flag quickly. We're still side by side with Ocon. We've got the outside line for this right-handed little kink. We're going to sweep around the outside. And we managed to hold on. And we managed to gain up to P11 for the Vietnam Grand Prix. What a start. That is me, I just admit. But now on lap 3, our teammate, unfortunately, he's retired. Our first Grand Prix of our new sponsor deal that we need to complete 75 laps, I'm pretty sure it is, to finish, well, to get a bonus, and he's retired. So that's definitely not going to help us out, trying to get our laps up for this Grand Prix. But now on lap 4, here comes Lando Norris. He's hungry for this P11. He can smell points. He's got the car for points. He's upper inside for the hairpin. Are we going to sweep it around his outside? He's gone a bit deep, to be fair. We've managed to still hold on to the position, but he's still there. He's got the outside line for the right-hander coming up at the end of the third, well, the start of the third sector. We're up his inside. Later on the brakes, we clipped the curb. We got a little bit wide. We've managed to force him off, and we still managed to hold on to P11. We're still outside the point, and by the looks of it, Verstappen, look on the mini-map, Verstappen is gone. He is down the road. But now, lap 5, DRS has been enabled by now, as well as overtake mode by the McLaren driver. We're still around his outside. We're going to hold it on. Are we going to hold it? Yes, we are, but we've gone really wide. We've lost the rear end there, and we've just managed to save it before we crashed into Norris, who had to slow down, and we did actually crash into Norris, but we managed to hold on to position as we dive up the inside once again of the young Brit. We also nearly got overtaken by Kvyat as we lost the rear end out of that hairpin, but unfortunately, fortunately for us, we managed to hold on. But now heading up to the roundabout section, Lando Norris is going to swoop around our outside. Is he? No, he's not. We're going to hold it up the inside, and we're still going to hold on to P11 for this Grand Prix. We're fighting for P11. We're not even in the points, and we're fighting it like our race determined means on it. Because if anyone retires, we will get into the points. Well, if they retire from in front of us. But Lando Norris, a little bit of a lock up there as he gets the move done on us, so we've dropped down to P12. P11 now. We've gone up to P11. I think someone stopped in the pits. I think it was actually the clerk who's right behind us. We've got a slipstream, and we're going to have DRS. Are we going to go? We're in overtake mode as well on the British driver. Look at the power. Look at how good slipstream is, as well as DRS and overtake mode. That rounds outside. I actually think this is the better move because it gives us better traction and it gives us more momentum heading up to the right hand that's coming up at the start of the third sector. We're still side by side here though. Coming up to this right hander that I was talking about. We bumped wheels just a tad there, but we managed to overtake the young Brit once again. But yeah, it's not going to last long, I can tell you that, because that McLaren is super fast. As well as a few, like 5 cars just came to the pits there. I'm not too sure who it was, but the clerks managed to sweep past us. He was the car that stopped, that moved us up into P11 when we was P12. So we're currently running P7. After all the pit stops are done, I don't know what position we actually will be in, but currently P8 as Lando Norris has come in, we've dropped down to P7, and now made up P6 as Albon's in as well. We're coming into this lap as well, we're coming into the pit on this lap too, and look at this pit lane. It's a bit of a weird one here, if I do say so myself. It's quite open as well, you can't really see the track or anything. There's one of the Mercedes. Hamilton is also coming in for his pit stop on this lap. One of the, who's that up front? Is that one of the Alfa Romeos? I think he come into the pits, or one of the Ferrari. It might have been Vettel because he already pitted. Yeah, it was Vettel. He came into the pits. We've also managed to lose out. Norris has managed to jump us there, but he has to stop one more time in this Grand Prix. So we could, if we were really fast on these hards, and we get up the temperature really fast, we could see ourselves fighting Norris at the end of the Grand Prix once again. We're coming out of the pits. We're going to come out in P14, only just though, and we've got the corner there massively. Jesus Christ, Chris. Lap 12 now, we move up to P13 as Gasly, Kvyat, sorry, has come into the pits. And now Giovinazzi's coming for his pit stop, as well as Lance Stroll. So that's up into P11. One more position and we're in the points, lads. Can we do it? But actually, no, Strauss has got back out in front of us. And we drop down to P12. Like, that pit lane, it cuts the first corner there. And, yeah, it disperses you out into turn 2. So that's fantastic. But who's that retired? That is Lewis Hamilton. That's the person I wanted to retire when I was in P11. So that's moved us up into position to P11 once again. Hopefully there could be another retirement. Actually, I don't need a retirement when Daniel Ricciardo is coming to the pits, moving us up into P10, as well as Verstappen and Perez and Sainz. We're in P7, lads. We're in P7. Could this be another points finish for us? Well, we're actually P8 now as Sainz has come out of the pits because of that pit exit. But there we go, P8, and now make that P7 as Lando Norris makes his final pit stop. Why did you not go on the hard tyre, mate? You would have got out, literally, we would have been fighting, because we was fighting before, we literally would have been on the same area of the track, but unfortunately no. But we're currently P7, make that P8 as Verstappen's upper inside into turn 2/3, I would say, I'm going to call it turn 3 now. We managed to hold on the exit of turn 4, but down this long straight he's got DRS and probably overtake mode, and yeah, he's just going to plough past us. Look at that, the Red Bull has got so much more pace than us. Same power unit to be fair though. So that is a pretty good, like, their aerodynamics is what makes them a lot faster than us, and they did have DRS and overtake mode, even though we was using overtake mode ourselves. But we're currently P8 now. Here's Lando Norris on those fresh medium tyres. See, he managed to catch us up so fast there. Look how far ahead he is already, and we haven't even got to the braking zone. He actually had a massive lock up there. That's a very slow exit from him, but we still managed to hold on to P9, and he's held on to P8. So that's good for the young Brit. P28 though, lap 28, sorry. We're currently P9. Who's that behind us? We've got Sergio Perez behind us. But Sebastian Vettel has won the Grand Prix. That's going to be a very good result for the German there. The patch for the nerf for the Ferrari hasn't actually come out yet, so that's why they won the first 3 Grand Prix. He's also followed by Bottas there, who's in second place. Who is in third, I'm not too sure, but we're going to come around the corner for another points finish, another 2 points on the board, and that is us with a points finish in the Vietnam Grand Prix. That's 2 in a row now. We've got Bahrain and this Grand Prix, so that's a very good result there. Lando Norris wins driver of the day, so congratulations to him. Bonotto is very happy with that result, and so he should be, to be fair. He's got 3 Grand Prix in a row, and he's absolutely just shithousered his way into first place in the Constructors' Championship. As I was recording this voiceover, I've actually already recorded China, Denmark, not Denmark, the Chinese, the Dutch and the Spanish Grand Prix. So I'm 3 Grand Prix ahead, and I can tell you now, the nerf has come out going to China, and you can see a massive difference. So there should be a different leader in the Constructors as well as the Drivers' Championship coming up very soon. Ferrari is still second best though, I'm pretty sure. Unless Red Bull, that's Red Bull, I'm not too sure, to be honest with you.
But at the driver's standing.
But at the end of that, the classification for that, our teammate can't believe he retired. We're not going to get that sponsor bonus at all.
Who do you pick?
But the podium was Leclerc was third, Albon was fourth, Sainz was fifth, 6th was Verstappen, Lando Norris was 7th, and I can't remember who the rest of them were. But we're still P10 in the Constructors' Championship, P6 in the Drivers' Championship with 6 points. We're still level with Racing Point now as they move ahead of Alfa Romeo, so that's fantastic for us.
Be sure to join
yeah,
myself
look
and
at that. Lance Stroll not even in the points with last year's Mercedes, so that's diabolical from the Canadian. But now we've got to speak to Claire for a final interview of the episode. What questions are you going to give us then?
You gained a lot of positions during the race,
didn't you? It was great. The car was sticking to the track. That's going to help us aerodynamically.
You're breaking all expectations. What's your secret?
Cost less. You're breaking all expectations. What's your secret? No secret. It's all about having a great team and a great car. And that's all the questions that Claire wants to ask us. So that's a very good interview. No negativity. coming my way. We're now level 3 with the Acclaim. As a team bonus, we're level 4 now, combined, so that's very, very good. Matashita is still level 5. We're also... Oh, it's only 5 laps. Come on, Matashita. 5 laps away, and we would have got that bonus. We got 80,000 for damage-wise. I don't know how, because we got a whole car retired. But at the end of this video, we have had an absolute belter of a video, a belter of a race, and a belter of a start to our My Team career mode. We've got 1,000 resource points. Will we go with an upgrade? I'm not too sure. But yeah, we are going to wrap up this video here. I've been CGH Gaming. Hope you guys have enjoyed the last 3 videos, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the series so far. I'm working as hard as I can around work as well. I've got other things to do as well as college work, which I've finished now. So I should be able to do a lot more races and a lot more editing and recording and stuff. So hopefully the videos are picking up. In a couple of weeks' time I'm going away, so hopefully I'll have videos for then. But I'm not too sure. Don't hold your breath. But anyway, obviously just gaming, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.